The Pittsburgh Steelers have officially missed out on the name everybody, and I mean everybody, has been thinking about at wide receiver. Tee Higgins is officially expected to be off the board for the Steelers and all 31 other teams looking for his services in 2025 outside of the Cincinnati Bengals. According to On SI's James Rappian, the Bengals are going to do it. They are going to franchise tag or expected to franchise tag Tee Higgins yet again this offseason, paying him however much the tag is worth because he's worth every penny. A player that would have gotten much more money on the open market, a player that probably isn't super happy that he is being franchise tagged yet again. But the Bengals are going to do it. They're looking at it saying, how do we keep this core together as long as possible? How do we go on a run as long as possible? Well, the biggest name on the market, the biggest name on the entire NFL free agency market will and is expected to be gone. So where do the Pittsburgh Steelers go from here? That is the big, massive question. Well, you start thinking of other names. I think Darius Slayton becomes an immediate, well, you have to think about him now that Tee Higgins is gone. I think you probably go towards Chris Godwin if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers and say he's a veteran, that if he is healthy is one of the best in the NFL and is worth every penny because he is a playmaker at every level of the football field. Obviously. You could go older veterans like Amari Cooper, Devontae Adams if he becomes a free agent and is willing to sign for an inexpensive deal. You probably think and hope that Christian Kirk becomes a free agent and you go after him. He would be a name that I certainly watch for the Steelers now that Tee Higgins is gone because they had interest in him earlier at the trade deadline this past season. Why would they not have interest in him yet again? And then you start thinking trades for Deebo Samuel and Cooper Kupp. The Steelers are most likely going to get a veteran this offseason. I have a hard time believing that they are just going to draft a wide receiver in the early rounds of the NFL draft and say, that is enough. We have done enough. I don't see that coming or happening. I expect a veteran to be on the board and in the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room in 2025. I expect that veteran to be able to come in here and make plays immediately and is viewed as the number 2 or the number 1B in some circumstances. I don't know who that guy is going to be yet. It should have been Tee Higgins. I think as well as everybody in Pittsburgh, as well as everybody in the fan base, is a little disappointed that Tee Higgins is no longer on the board, but he will remain in Cincinnati. Obviously makes life just more difficult for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they will move on. They will truck forward, and they're going to turn their attention to some other names. Things are just getting started, and it's expected to get even more exciting. So buckle up. Here we go. The roller coaster has started to move.